All right. That has to be the perfect camera angle. Yo, your boy. Man, I shaved and I'm looking like a baby, my dude. Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Viewtiful, and yes, here we are today. Man, it's been a while since I've done that intro. Hey, what's going on, guys? Yo, we're here to do a Ask Viewtiful Anything, AVA. I think we stuck with that name last time. I think we're gonna stick with that name. So on this segment, basically you guys submit questions to me on my personal Discord, and from my Discord you ask me any question you want and I'll do my best to answer them. So yeah, let's get this started. So we're gonna have to make these a thing where we put on the signature glasses and then we read these damn questions. Oh boy, here we go. So Blasian asked me, what's your opinion on modern day rappers and what way could they improve? Oh man, do you want to ask me this question? To be honest, I think modern day rappers are just they're too reliant on hype and like party motivating rather than actual what rap was essentially originally supposed to be. Rap was always about, like, you know, talking about the struggles, and even if they weren't talking about struggles, they had like a deep lyrical content that you understood what they meant, what they were saying. There weren't too many analogies. It was just kind of about what they were going through, what they did go through, or what they're planning to do. Even if it was kind of about like just partying or dancing, like, I don't know, the lyrical content was there. Instead of just saying like, they had actual content. They would say things that made sense. You could write it down on a piece of paper and understand. I think the excessive use of profanity is kind of annoying too, because like, while I don't mind profanity in music or rap music at all, it's just like constantly every other word is like profanity, and it's just like, it gets kind of like, it gets tiresome at some point. But like, I don't know, maybe I'm just becoming an old man or something. Alyssa Alert asked me, if you were to create your own if you were to create your dream game, what would it be about? Describe the gameplay and the console it would be released on. What? That's like that's legitimately giving you like a game developer's like first idea. I don't know. I don't really know too much about game developing. I would like to make a game that is like similar to, like, I would want a little bit of everything in it. I kind of like when games add an aspect of everything and they know how to make it work. So for example, if I had an RPG game, it's an RPG game, you know, it's big space, you can go anywhere you want, and your equipment actually shows, because people be making these games where you be putting on this dope sounding equipment, and then when you go to look at the actual character, he's still wearing the same damn clothes he was wearing at the beginning of the game. Have the fighting mechanics be more similar to real time. I think turn-based games aren't bad, but they're slightly getting dated. Slightly. A lot of people just don't have patience nowadays. I think that's a problem. That goes towards like the instant gratification of our like new generation of millennials or whatever. Like we have a horrible attention span anyway. So I don't know. That's kind of the kind of game I would want to make. I don't know what the title or console it would be on. I would try, like, the thing is, I don't really like console wars all that much. I feel like it's really cool when we can all just play the same games. But then again, if you did that, you couldn't really have, there would be no point of having like multiple consoles, you know what I mean? You need console wars for everybody to kind of compete and try to like top each other to make cooler games. I don't know, it's difficult. But I would definitely want to put it on like the Nintendo Switch. I would love my game to be portable. If I had to choose one, I would definitely put it on the Nintendo Switch. So there we go. So next question by Megmas is, are you a ghost? Next question by Adam. Adam asked me, what items would compose your favorite meal? Items? Like, you talking about like ingredients? I've never heard a question be worded this way. Items, I really like barbecue sauce. I think barbecue sauce goes good on everything. And I legitimately mean, I believe that barbecue sauce goes good on almost everything. I mean, honestly, like barbecue sauce, like a lot of seasonings. I like garlic a lot. I think barbecue sauce and garlic together just makes like a crazy good meal. I'm not even sure if I'm answering your question correctly because you used the word items instead of recipe. I'm not really sure entirely what you're asking, but there you go. Barbecue sauce and garlic, baby. It goes good on everything. Okay, Eken Boy asked me, how's your first several weeks in foreign country? Do you ever feel out of place or you got homesick? Yeah. My first couple weeks in a foreign country, being here in South Korea, it was really, yeah, it was different. It was like the realism didn't really hit me until I got out of the plane, and not even when I was in the airport. It was once I got into like the actual countryside, and my taxi driver drove me all the way out here to like this mountain where I pretty much live in. And in this like mountain-like town, it's just nothing but traditions and Korean people. You do not see even 1 or 2 foreigners. That kind of blew my mind because I wasn't used to living in a place where there wasn't even someone who looked slightly different, anyone who even looked slightly foreign. Everyone was Asian, and I was just like, wow, this is crazy. And do I ever feel out of place or homesick? Yeah, there's some times where I legitimately just can't answer a question properly because it's asked to me in Korean, and maybe the person can only understand Korean. So it's like, sometimes I have to answer in English, and I have to use charades and be like, I love video games. I don't know, you know? Who cares what you think? Ask me. What is the best life lesson you have learned, or your most fondest childhood memory? Okay, sorry, I read that completely wrong. So the best life lesson I ever learned, probably living here in a foreign country. It makes you really realize who cares about you and who doesn't. This isn't a call out to any people that I know in America, or a call out to people I know here in Korea, but living in a foreign country puts you in a ball where you're by yourself a lot. And when you're by yourself a lot, it gives you a lot of time to think. Like, you guys can see, I live in this apartment by myself. It's just me. There's no one else that lives here. When you're in this apartment, and you know, I do my live streaming, I do like content creating, I mean, I'm currently doing right now, but over time, when you're just sitting here by yourself and you're quiet, just like thinking, you will sometimes you'll just realize things. Like, everything just becomes real. You just start realizing a little bit more about people, and you realize really who's your friend and who's not your friend. Even starting YouTube kind of made me realize that too. I guess the biggest thing I learned is that, like, you'll have more enemies in your life than friends, and it's the sad truth, but it's real. And you just gotta use these and use this to pay attention to who's cool with you and who's not. Senpai Soup asked me, Viewtiful, what is the answer to life? You always get one of these questions every Q&A. I think the answer to life is, it's better to see than to believe. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't just believe someone who just tells you something and you haven't seen it, but it's better to see something first before you believe it. And take that quote and put it into any part of your life, and I promise you, you will have a much better result when you see something rather than just believing it. Yuri sold her soul for a latte asks, hey View, what's your favorite girl's name? Like a name for girls, in case my wording was confusing. Also, what's your favorite kind of music? That's 2 questions, that's cheating. I like cutesy kind of girl names. I don't really like super loud names. You know what I mean? I think the name Reina is really cool. I think the name Reina, like, is just, it's very feminine, and it just sounds really beautiful to me. I don't know, it sounds like it's a really nice name. And I think the name Ellie is pretty cute. E-L, like I, or I guess E-L-Y. I'm not really sure how you would spell it, but I think it's like a cute name. Once again, I've never had somebody ask me that question, so you're all catching me on the spot. This is real reaction. I don't know what the fuck to say. So Steven asked me, besides teaching or streaming / making videos, what other job do you think you would be good at? I think I'd be a pretty good chef. Yeah, I'm pretty good at cooking, guys. You don't know that, but hey, maybe we'll make a Cooking with Viewtiful episode one day, so y'all can see your boy in the kitchen, dude, be looking like Chef Boyardee, you know what I'm saying? So KT asked me, what's your favorite collectible item, anime figures, collector's item? Oh, what's like my favorite thing to collect? I kind of like collecting figurines, to be honest. I really like collecting figurines. Honestly, the biggest collection of things I have is just video games. I like to just collect games, even if I don't necessarily play them. Sometimes I just like to collect them for just the collector purpose. I like just having a shelf of games. It just looks beautiful to me. Christmas D asked me, did you troll people in your old days? I guess if you mean my old days of YouTube, yeah, I did a lot. It was actually really bad. A lot of my content was me like trying to troll people. And I thought, this was when, you know, this kind of happens with a lot of people when they're getting into a creative field. you're always gonna find somebody in a creative field that you look up to and that you want to kind of be like. So you end up kind of copying them, and it never is a good thing. For example, when I first started YouTube, I really liked watching Video Game Donkey and Sky Williams. So I made League of Legends content, and I legitimately acted like those YouTubers in my videos. It was cringy. I sounded like I was trying to be Video Game Donkey or I was trying to be Sky Williams. But I think it's natural to find, like, to have a YouTuber kind of start out not really so original. They have to grow into their originality. I think I've grown immensely as a YouTuber now, and I don't do that like trolling stuff anymore. Maybe, you know, just kind of like as a joke on my live streams, I'll troll a little bit, but like overall, I don't troll on video games any longer, really. And back in the day, though, yeah, I definitely did troll a lot, and I was actually a little bit of a toxic player, to be honest. Your boy is reformed. So Braindead asked me, what got you interested in creating your channel, and what advice do you have for people who want to grow their channel? The biggest reason I wanted to do YouTube was because I really enjoyed the reaction that people had to laughing at another person's content. With that being said, I also think there aren't really enough laughs in the world. There aren't enough like genuine laughs, dude. Everybody always makes these like cringy memes or things that like people find offensive. There aren't just enough things that people just sit down and they just laugh and say that was just genuinely funny. So I kind of want to make that type of content where people just can laugh without feeling offended by anything, and you just have a good time, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I just want to make people smile and make people laugh, man. And for advice for people growing their channel, I don't want to give you that like typical advice where everyone just says, oh, just have fun and post your content and you'll grow naturally. No, that's bullshit, actually. You can't just post content and have fun and just expect people to just gravitate towards your channel. That's not how it works. It's not magic. It's YouTube. At the end of the day, this is still somewhat of a business. You gotta market yourself. You gotta really make a good branding name. What is gonna make you funny? What is your name like? See, first of all, let me tell you, one of the biggest advices I have for people who want to start a YouTube channel: don't make your fucking name so long. Don't be like, yeah, cool gamer boy 86753331. I play Roblox and Splatoon 2 on weekends, but sometimes on the weekday. You want to have something catchy. You want to have like a catchphrase. And you guys always know when I end my videos, I always say, oh, stay beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Or when I start my YouTube videos, I'm like, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Viewtiful. Yes, here we are today to play blah 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 blah. Yes, I have an intro and an outro. Have something catchy. You don't want to come off as too trendy, but at the same time, come off as catchy. Try to think of the most original content as you can. Try not to copy off of another YouTuber as well. I made that mistake, and I think a lot of other YouTubers made that mistake until you develop your own personality and you want to make something that is you. Make something that is you. Don't try to be anyone else. That's all I can say. Anyone better than Shulkmade? I wonder who this is. Is the S or C silent in scent? I think I'm gonna have to go with the C. I think the C is silent. I don't know, man. What kind of question is that? Shadow Palpatine asked me, what are you gonna tell us who Quan is, dude? Quan is the legend, dude. What are you talking about? Everybody knows the legend of Quan. If you don't know the legend of Quan, you've clearly never Quanned somebody before. Critical Crow asks, I see you have some cores. Are you looking to trade? I don't want to sell you any of my goddamn cores, my boy. Salmander asked me, what made you want to move to South Korea, or why did you move there? I wanted to kind of like almost prove to myself that I could also live in another country and survive. I feel like a lot of people aren't strong enough to move to another country. There's some people, now living here in South Korea, this is my second year here. I have seen teachers come and go. Teachers that have been here for a month and then leave. People who've been here for 2, 3, 4 months, and then they just bounce because they're like, I can't handle it. I miss home already, or I hate this place, blah, blah, blah. I survived all the best and the worst here, and I'm still alive. I'm still smiling. I'm still making YouTube content. I wanted to also move here, yeah, really just for like a cultural experience and kind of like a test of survival for myself. And aside from that, I mean, I moved here because I found like a really good job. Like I found a job that paid well, and it also gave me an opportunity to do good things for students and live a cool life here. Very simple, very simple. Puppet asked me, what county in PA did you grow up in? I actually didn't grow up in PA. I live in PA in America currently, but yeah, I didn't actually grow up in PA. I actually grew up in New Jersey. Yep. So Dav asked me, Xbox or PlayStation? Back in the day, Xbox. Now, PlayStation. Hobo Batman asked me, what's the one thing you miss most about not being in the States? Oh man, that's a good one. I don't miss the drama and politics, the politics pressure. I think in America, there's just so much politic pressure where if you're not this side or you're not that side, people don't want to be your friend. It's not saying that you don't deal with that overseas, but you really deal with it when you're home, when you're really just home in your own country. It's just like, it's so stressful, and like people around you are just in a bad mood all the time. And like, yeah, I think that was like probably my biggest thing. Another thing is I don't miss that the idea that I don't have a job in America. There's no job market in America, dude. You go to college for like 4 years and then you're like, what the fuck do I do with this college receipt? I got this big ass degree that cost me like $1 billion, and there's no jobs, dude. It's wild out here. All right, Duath1 asked me question, favorite Nintendo game? Oh man, that's a hard one. Favorite Nintendo game? I love, there's so many Nintendo games I love. Pokemon is technically my favorite Nintendo game. Even though Pokemon is like technically Game Freak, right? I'm not really sure which one's like the publisher, which one's the developer. I think the developers are actual Game Freak, but it's still Nintendo, right? Pokemon is still Nintendo. Maybe I would say out of every game that I put the most time and I enjoyed the most and I had the most joy with is, yeah, it'd probably be Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red and Blue for the GB. They were incredible games. Yeah, I loved Pokemon when I was younger, so yeah. Janiel asked me, who are you going to main in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Oh man, this question. So I mained Shulk in the previous Super Smash Bros. Game, and he wasn't so good. He wasn't in a good spot. Shulk apparently is like 20 times better in this version of the game. We won't know until we get into the game and actually get our hands on. I want to try everyone, see who I like, and I do want to learn like a decent 3 characters. I want 3 characters and just, I'll be able to always rotate between these 3, you know what I mean? Even if I don't do that, you know what I mean? I would even like to play just as many people as I possibly can, but I want to say that I'm very interested in playing Richter Belmont. Man, his range, that boy looked broken, dude. Like, I can't wait. Incineroar looks really cool too, by the way, so maybe that's a potential character in the future as well. Okay, Lio asked me, if you're gonna get Smash Ultimate, you gotta play with viewers? Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, eventually I'm gonna play with viewers. I can't say that I'm gonna play with viewers the day I get it, because the day you get it, you're only gonna have 8 characters to play as. I wanna unlock people, I wanna unlock the people. I don't wanna go online and just go hard with like maybe only like 16 characters unlocked. I wanna kind of go through unlocking all the characters or unlocking as many as I can before I get into playing multiplayer online, you know what I mean? Arclycan asked me, what is the one superpower that you would want if you could have it? Oh, it's easy, super speed. Super speed is like 5 powers in one. You can like move so fast that you can travel between dimensions, so you can dimension hop. You're so fast that you can actually like go through things. You can vibrate your molecules so fast that you can move your body through walls. You technically have like Shadowcat's power, and you can create tornadoes by running in a circle fast enough. You got Storm's powers, and you're just fast as shit. Nobody can touch you. Like, you're so fast that you can react to everything. Super speed is the most broken superpower in my opinion. Gray Stripe 791 asked me, will you play Piranha Plant in Smash Ultimate when it comes out? I'll try out Piranha Plant, but I can't see myself playing as Piranha Plant. I can't even take that character very seriously, which I'm gonna have to take that character seriously because he looks scary, man. He does not look like a pushover character. He looks like he's gonna be a problem, so we'll see what happens, man, in the future. We'll see. Rylos Dorathalos asked me, do you ever plan on streaming Monster Hunter 4U? No, I can't see myself playing Monster Hunter 4U. I have no interest in that game. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is just like the better game, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's literally all the previous Monster Hunter traditional games, but just everything put into one package. I can't see myself ever going back to an older Monster Hunter because there's not really like a point to me. If anything, I want to try out and give it another chance, Monster Hunter World, maybe in the future. But even then, I'm not even really sure. Honestly, I'm so stuck on Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I think that's like the perfect Monster Hunter game. It's so good. I actually, even you just mentioning it right now kind of makes me miss the game, and I want to go back to playing it again. So yeah, I can't see myself going back. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, guys, that is all the time we have for today. That is all the questions we are going to answer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Just for anybody that is still watching, I'm sure sure you probably are wondering if maybe you aren't, maybe you are, I don't really know. I'm taking a break from streaming for like a good week. Just kind of nothing wrong, like I'm mentally going crazy or anything. No, the only problem was just that I was getting really tired. Like, you guys maybe could see them, but like I was getting bags under my eyes, man. Like, it looked like fucking crows were just doing the A-Town stomp on my fucking eyes, dude. Like, I just was looking terrible, and honestly, I just needed to rest more. I needed to kind of just take care of my body a little bit more. And then when Smash Brothers Ultimate comes out, that's when I'm gonna be returning to streaming. So the normal stream schedule will continue right when Smash Ultimate comes out. So yeah, hopefully you guys will be around to check it out, hang out. Alright, so make sure you guys red hot kick the like button if you haven't already. And as always, stay beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. I love you all so much, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care.